Hey guys, Brito's Gaming here. Welcome back to Motorsport Manager Mondays with our Road to Glory series for the Predator Racing Group. We're heading to round number 10, European Racing Series from the Black Sea Grand Prix in Russia. It's the last race of the season, double points. So we're hoping, have a look at our standings, double points, 5 points so we can get into 8th, 13 points and get into 7th. I reckon we could possibly get into the top 6 if we get 2 awesome results. Another second from Lorenzo and Inez again in the top 10. Potentially we could make it to 6, but I'm not sure. Let's aim for 8th. Now, as far as driver standings, I'd like to think that Inez could possibly get. Oh, geez, she could possibly get the top 13 or higher. Let's aim for top 15 for both. So 8th and top 15, fingers crossed. Still got HQ getting built, 4 weeks. Sponsors haven't taken any because we'll wait for next season. We're just going to continue on through. I'm going to go for 2nd or above. Should we? I'm going to lose 36,000 if we don't. Yeah, let's do it. Who cares? Both content, finally, with their parts, which is good. So, head straight to Friday practice at the Black Sea Grand Prix in Russia, the European Racing Series. We didn't do overly well start of the season in this race. Well, as you know, it's start of the season, so worst team here in the series, so we didn't expect a great deal, but fingers crossed. Second time round, second attempt here, we should do a lot better, I hope. So we've arrived, put Inez and Lorenzo out, car set up, we'll have a quick look. Everything seems fine there. Softs, off you go. Seems fine there, softs, off we go. Let's take practice as we always do. There's no point in not doing it because you're not going to be able to adjust your setup at all. Unless, I've never actually tried it, but unless it does like an auto setup, which I don't think it would, but I guess you never know. So we'll attack and overtake, and bring him in. No water coming at the moment, but I think the race is going to be wet, so we just need the right strategy, and we should be okay, fingers crossed. So they're both in. Let's see if they're happy with the cars or not. Yeah, she's okay. The front, poor gearing. So let's drop it down to 16 and 26. Now gearing, I'm thinking she'd want more Excel. So let's drop it down. 1, 2. We'll drop it down 2. Send her back out. See how she goes. So he's alright with his handling. Poor everything else. So I'm thinking we'll do the same, 16 and 26. Speed balance, drop it down a couple. Handling will go that way, so we'll at least work that out as well. So straight back out, push and attack, or attack and overtake I should say, bring him in. Let's hope we get close to a purple smiley face this time. Nothing exciting going on, nothing to report on yet. 8 minutes to go in practice. Now they're both in. Downforce is great. Still not perfect, but it's better. Now, so what do we do? Do we go? Let's go up 3 on each. Speed is poor and poor, so it's only getting poorer. Okay, so that's where it was before. So 1, 2, 3, and she wants harder suspension. Send her back out like that. Good, great. So not much has changed. So do we need more? So handling to the left. I'll bump that up a little bit. Up a little bit. Handling to the left, so a bit harder. Bit more Excel. So we've gone right, left, and then right, 5 of each of those. Straight back out. 7.5 minutes to go. High and overtake, or attack and overtake I should say. Bring in and bring in. Watch them both go around again. So we want top 8 Constructors Championship, hopefully. And then we also would like top 15 for both drivers, which I think would be a great result for our first season, considering. Both straight back in. Happy with the gears. Oh, she got one purple, but she got very poor gear ratio. So we've gone completely the wrong way with the gearing. So where was it? To the D. Couple more. We'll just put it there. Downforce has gone from great to great. So it's still great. Couple more clicks. Send it back out. Another set of softs. We've got plenty of tyres there. Got a purple for the gearing. Good and great. So 3 clicks. 3 clicks. One click to the right there. Let's send him back out another new set. See how they go this time. It was his speed balancer went the wrong way with Inez. Oh, Lorenzo's got out in front. Well, there we go. So 4.5 seconds, or 4.5 seconds, 4.5 minutes to go left in practice. Coming straight back in, so they're heading around the last corner now, straight back in the pits. See how we go. Oh yes, perp, perp, perp. Lots of perps. Straight back out, get back out there, mate. Oh, nearly perfect for her. Didn't we have perfect speed balance before? No, we haven't yet. Okay, so we'll go 1 click to the left. If that doesn't work, we'll have to go back to the right. Put her on the same set because she won't come back in. He's just going to attack and overtake, test his tyres out. She can do the same, but she'll come straight back in. He won't, he'll stay out now. So we need to see how quickly his tyres get hot. So he'll get a hot lap in. Inez won't, unfortunately. So his tyres aren't heating up too much. Aero feels fantastic. She's purple all round. Straight back out. She won't get a lap in anyway, so it doesn't matter. Perfect gear ratios. So his tyres aren't overheating too much. 0.6 down on the leader. Might have been held up a little bit that corner. Now 3 seconds down. So he might get another lap in here. He will. So we'll drop him back down to push with his tyres. He did a 31.5 up into P15, so that's pretty good. Oh, the cars just get in the way everywhere at this with this game. Shocking, I think, the way they are, the lap cars and stuff. So she's in the pits already. See if he can improve on his time. 31.5, I don't think he will. 33.5, so no, 2 seconds slower. That's not too bad. P15 for Lorenzo's good. Just loving the handling. That's good to know, mate. Good to know. And that's it for our Friday practice. Euro Racing Series. Black Sea Grand Prix in Russia. 15 and 20, as we know. Who cares about the media? Nobody cares. Don't care about it in real life. Don't care about it in this game either. So now, we pretty much just have to auto pick because that's all we've got for now. Race trim and soft. Car set up. It's all sweet. Let's have a look. Tyre choice 13 to 15 laps. If we can get 13 laps out of them, I'll be extremely happy. We should just be able to do 3 softs. 3 sets of softs if we don't have any lockups, and if we can get 13 laps out of each. That'll be what we're aiming for. So here we go, starting 2nd and 4th. Black Sea Grand Prix in Russia, and also we know it's going to get wet, so we need to keep an eye on that for our strategy. Lorenzo didn't get too bad a start. Inez, not too bad either. Can she get up into 3rd? She can't. Lorenzo may drop back here. He's on the inside. Oh, he's held on to 3rd. Not for long. Inez and Lorenzo now battling. She's dropped back to 5th now. Possibly 6th. Yep, she's back into P6. Lorenzo's P3. Still going to continue to push hard until their tyres warm up a bit. Inez is now back to P7. Leader Rogers is getting away. He usually does. Always gets off to a ripper start and then just dies right at the end of the race. So Inez is P8. Lorenzo P3. Inez is locked up. So there goes that opportunity. So she's going to have to do what she did last race, I think. Soft, medium, soft. We'll go to double speed. We'll drop him back to high with his fuel. We'll keep Inez running hard. She's back to P9 now. Can she make some more spots up? It's El Sadat Chu in front. Lorenzo still 3rd. Inez is caught up to Mustafa. And here comes Milo. Oh, she's held the spot. Can she hold it back into P1? P1. Turn 1 actually. Can she hold it back to T1? She can. Keep an eye on our tyres. Tyres are all still fairly good. Obviously hers are way worn. So she's still P9. Still can't see any water at this point in time. It's just a matter of when. We know the water's coming, but when is it coming? That's the question. Doesn't say. Can't see it anywhere. So Lorenzo is still P3. Still doing well in 3rd. Got 1.5 seconds to the car ahead and behind. It's blown out now to nearly 2 seconds for both. Inez is still P9, which is good. We're still target 2nd. Now Gerard's behind Inez. The tyres are down to 52%. So we're going to drop it back to push and high with the fuel. His tyres, keep them on push. They're not over, like they're still warm. They're not heated up too much. Neither are hers, so that's good. I don't think you could probably push her the whole way, but I don't want to cause the conditions to go down too much because, as we know, she hasn't got the nursing perk anymore. But she's still P9. She's down to 44% tyre wear. Lorenzo's still holding on to P3 with Dreyfus and Marchetta, the teammates, battling away behind. Still holding 3rd. Inez is still P9. Just concerned about a tyre wear. We'll bump it up to triple speed now. So Lorenzo's not too bad with his tyres. Inez is back to P10. Bump up the tyres. He's to attack. He's got plenty left in the bank. Inez has dropped to 11th. No rain as yet. We're going to have to bring Inez in this time by because her tyres are ratted. Put it in, fill them up 16 laps. Not fixing anything. We're going to go for fast. Head back and look at Lorenzo. He's still P3. He's still got Dreyfus behind, and Marchetta's not far behind as well. We don't really want to battle with these guys too much. We either want to get away or just let them pass. We don't want to slow us down too much, but he seems to be doing fairly well. He's now up into P2. So Inez is in, full of fuel, tyres good, 9.3 seconds, can't complain at all. So Lorenzo's not going to get... let's have a look. He's 31%. We should bring him in this time by. I assume he's locked up somewhere. 7 laps. We might as well just fill him right at the top. So Inez is back out into 15th. So all good, 11.1 seconds. He's back out into 8th. We both continue to push with their tyres so they heat up a little bit. Sabato's behind, is probably the fastest car on track. A couple of cars in the pits up the front there. Can we come out in front of him? We're going to lose one spot, I think. Oh, jeez. No, we've managed to... We're up into 3rd still. That was nearly a dramatic crash then. Inez is P13. Lorenzo's 3rd. So we're still aiming for the top 2, which is still within grasp. Chu should be in this time by, and so should Dembele. Dembele's in, so's Chu. Just a matter of whether we get out in front of them or not, which we should. So we're up into P1 after the pit stops. That is an awesome result. P1. Keep an eye on the water. The water is coming though, by the looks of that. We don't want to pit too early, but we don't want to leave it too late either. Inez is back to 18th. She must have locked up again somewhere. Might be to overtake. Try and keep him ahead of everybody. Now, Inez is back to 19th, so she's not having a great race at all. She's nearly dropping back to dead last, so there goes the idea of having her in the top 15. Don't think it's going to happen. Lorenzo's still P1, still doing really well, still got Marchetta behind. Rogers is still back into P3 after leading early on. Keep an eye on this weather. So I reckon lap 18, we should bring Inez in, lap 18, and put on a set of inters. End of 18 for Inez. Well, then we'll have to work out what we want to do with Lorenzo. He's still holding on to 1st at the moment. Marchetta and Rogers are now right behind us. They both go around the outside into turn 1, unfortunately, so it's dropped us back again. We'll drop him back to high on his fuel. Inez is now back to dead last. Whoop, then she got the spot back again because someone's pitted. Here comes John Stator as well on Lorenzo. So he's dropping back. He's nearly 2 seconds down on his first sector pace. He's picked it up a bit in sector 2. He's battling for 3rd. John Stator's gone through, and here's Dreyfus and Gerard as well. Lorenzo's just dropping back really fast now, unfortunately. Everyone else around us has got soft tyres on. Looks like he might have locked up as well because his tyres aren't the best. Oh, we're nearly going to need a set of full wets, I think. How wet it's getting. Here comes the rain. So potentially we could come in early if we wanted to, but I don't think this lap would be the way to go. I'm thinking push and push for both. Well, I said end of lap 18 was what I was going to aim for. We'll see if anybody else comes in yet. They're not. Well, here comes 2 are in the pits. Will they take slicks though? No, Gerard's on inters already. So we're going to bring him in for inters. We don't want to get left behind here with inters. 16th. Oh, sugar. We might need wets. Parts are all good. Straight back out. She wants to come in for inters. I think we wait an extra lap and we might bring her in for wets because it's going to get fairly wet by the looks of that. So she's struggling for tyre wear. We know that. The track's only going to get damper. So should we come in now? She's really struggling. Jeez, what do we do? Do we risk it? Because she was last anyway, so we're going to risk it. Hopefully we can gain some spots like that because happy with his pit stop. Dropping back high fuel. Drop her back to high fuel. Lost a second on fueling. So she's coming out on wet. It's going to get wet really, really fast. So Lorenzo's now dropped all the way back to P6, unfortunately. There's the cars ahead though. Is he going to catch them? So I don't know what the rest of the race is going to do. We could come in early for wets. We don't want to come in too early for wets, so push to his tyres. Hers are still heating up. Got 6th, 5th and 4th and 5th, 4th and 3rd all just up the end of the front straight here. So Lorenzo is on around about the same pace as the cars ahead. Inez is about to get lapped, I think. And she has, so there you go. We're back to push with the tyres. The water on track still isn't... Here it comes. Now it's getting heavier. So she might... I don't think she's going to pick up any pace. We'll go to let teammate through. Don't hold him up at all, please. Thank you. Now you can hold the rest of them up. So Lorenzo is still P6. Water on track is coming. Have a quick look at our fuel options. We can get 16 laps. So end of lap 24. Potentially the best time. So push him to overtake mode. What do we do? What do we do? Because we're going to need wets very, very soon, I think. Yeah, he wants wets already. Let's have a look. If we're coming for wets now, 17 laps to go. We can only get 16. So you're not coming in this lap, mate. You have to wait another lap. Yeah, going back around. Now if we bring you in for wets, is that enough? 16 laps to go. We should be able to make it. Obviously we're going to have to limit our fuel usage. So she's good to go to the end. Unfortunately she's dead last, so she's got no hope of even getting any spots at all. So Lorenzo's going to come in this lap. The cars ahead no doubt will come in as well. Obviously Marchetta won't, he's already on wets. Yep, they're all in the pits by the looks of it. Swing around and have a look. Cars in everywhere. So let's see how good our stop is. Not a bad stop at all, actually. We're up into P6. Drop back to P7. Going to push hard. We're never going to put medium fuel because we need to save fuel. She's good to go. Now fingers crossed these other guys will run out of fuel. So it's 15 laps to go. We do need to save a smidgen. Hopefully we can save enough. I'm going to come around the other way. You'll see him coming down the straight and stuff. So still P7. Still don't seem to be very fast in the wet. Is it going to drop off? It's dropping off a little bit, but I don't think it'll drop off too much. Catching the cars ahead actually. So now he's got excess fuel. Well, we just lost the spot, but we don't want to go using it. Push, ignore, drop back to P9. Not going well. We're definitely not fast in the wet. I don't think we're going to make it as well with this set of wets on. Tyres are already fairly worn for both of us actually. I'm going to get her to try and back people up a little bit. Go and have a look at her, see if she actually slows people down. She's not slowing him down any. Oh, come on, you need to battle with him a bit harder. So it's still P9 for Lorenzo. He's got Arbeloa right behind. Jar's now right behind. Now Arbeloa again. So I think we're going to have to come in again. The water on track is going to get a little bit less, but I don't think it's going to help us. Inez is just a lost cause, as we know. Now that's not by strategy, that's just, I'm not sure what happened actually. She had a few lock-ups, but so she's backing people up a little bit hopefully, so I'm going to bring her in now for another set of wets. 10 laps, let's put in 11 and off she goes. Lorenzo's back to P10 unfortunately. It's going to run hard. Wow, okay. We're not going to make it. None of the other guys are going to make it on wets either. But we could possibly go back to inters very, very shortly. Oh, my bad. We'll push. Is she pitted yet? She hasn't yet. She's in now. There we go. Potentials to go to inters very soon. That may gain us some extra spots. We want to be the first to go to inters though, if it's going to work for us. What do we do? What do we do? He'd be slow to start with, but he'd be faster later on. But I'm thinking we just go another set of wets. 8 laps to go. We'll just give him an extra lap of fuel. 5-second stop. We need to push hard. Try and keep Jar behind us. We're not going to get P2. It was looking pretty good until the rain come. So he's in, so hopefully other people are going to pit as well that are ahead of us because their tyres are shot as well. That's a decent stop, 4.8 seconds. We've got 1 lap excess fuel. And we still stayed out in front of Inez, which is a bonus. So the last race of the season is not going according to plan at all. We aimed for top 8 constructors, top 15 for both, and championship points, but it's not going to happen. A few guys are in the pits now, so here's a few extra spots, up to 13th. Still got a bit of excess fuel, so we'll drop him just a high. Try and save that for the end in case we need it. 7 laps to go, so you know the rain's going to drop off a little bit. Moving back to push for the tyres, they are fairly hot. Anybody else in at the moment? Nobody yet. Pushing fairly hard. P13, cars behind have pitted as well. So we're catching 12th by 4 seconds last lap. It's just tyre wear now I'm concerned with. 57%. We're still at like 5 laps to go, I think it was. 6 laps to go. Rogers has come out in inters. He's the first to go to inters. I think anyone else that pits from now will come out in inters. Sabato's out on inters. All these cars ahead are going to have to pit. So there's possibly 4 or 5 spots we're going to get here. But they're way ahead, so potentially we won't either. We've gone around the outside of Dembele there. It's a great overtaking move there by Lorenzo. Now he's going to come back at us. Tyres put down to neutral. 4 laps to go. So we're not going to get the top 2, but we're going to get inside the top 10 by the looks of it, which is going to be fairly good. We get a couple more down the straight we can. So where are we? 7th now. Obviously they're on inters and we're not. We're wets, so it's not going to be ideal. Oh, what do we do? Do we just continue to use these tyres, or I don't think so. We're just going to drop back. I don't think there's anything we can do, to be honest. We'll bring her in for inters. She doesn't need fuel. So Lorenzo is definitely going to slow down now because of the tyres. But if we pit him in now, which we're going to have to because his tyres are absolutely ratted. He's just going to have to come in. There's not much we can do. Maybe we should have left him out a little bit longer and come out on inters, but the track is drying very fast. So there's Inez in. 4.1 second stop. Comes Lorenzo. Can only hope now See how slow he is there. That's cars ahead run out of fuel. It's the only thing we can hope for now. It's like 2 laps to go and we're in. So here comes the leader. So we're going to go a lap down. We need to stay ahead of this guy, which ain't going to happen. God damn it. Last race of the season is an absolute shocker. Dead set shocker for us. So here comes the leader, round to win. There goes Sabato for the victory. So P16 for Maury, unfortunately. Inez will be P20. So maybe I did get a little bit too excited after last race. So Lorenzo P16, Inez is 20th. So we got a bit excited. Yeah, we didn't have the result that we wanted, unfortunately. So yeah, 16th, 20th. So I mean, I reckon the perfect setup there would have been mediums for as long as we could. Short stint at inters, wets, and back to inters again. That could have been the potentially best setup. Try and get what 17 laps out of a set of mediums, which I don't know if we could have anyway, but that would have been the way to go. So we're going to hope for a lot of people to get caught cheating in front of us, and they didn't. No, a few did, but Sabato dropped 2 spots. So how does he drop 2 spots if he's gone from first to second? Anyway, that would suck, wouldn't it? Knowing that you've won the race. Unfortunately, we've dropped to dead last. To constructors, dead last. So, yeah. Double points at the end didn't help us at all with our pretty poor result there. The Black Sea Grand Prix from Russia. So that was the last race of the season. We finished where we expected to, dead last. For everything, constructors and drivers. I think we can hope for now is maybe a better driver next season to replace Inez. But I think, did we sign another contract with her? So there might be an issue there if we sign another contract. Marketability didn't change, unfortunately. We lost 36,000. Zoe Sharp. Costa won. Is it the last result? It is. So Costa's won the championship. Jar's won the championship here. Team's championship went to Eastwood Motorsports. 4th and 2nd, that's pretty good for them. We didn't do anything, as we know. Scouting, someone's finished scouting. Claudia Dreyfus, she's not that good. Car condition update 41 and 44, so that wasn't great either. Interview, we'll accept it. Wasn't happy with him at all. Yep, she needs to do better. They both need to do better. It's just terrible. Scout report's finished. Okay, continue on through. Car repairs done. Doesn't matter. End of season. Championship promotion and prize money and stuff. So, Emotional North confirms retirement. Scout report's done. Prize money for 2016. Receive our money. 11.2 mil. Not much, but it's not too bad. Darcy White's manager of the season. Driver of the season is John Stador, who finished 2nd. Beauchamp is retired. Jar's retired as well after winning the championship. Didn't he drive for Garuda? I'm sure he drove for Garuda, and he says he spent at Archer BMR. Firebird MIT. Maybe they drove for them before. Before they finished. Before they went to Garuda, I should say. So rules are now active. Replacing Ardeen to the Beijing medium length practice sessions. Points for only top 8. This year, Esperanza has decided not to join the Motorsport Championship Series. Of course, Rosato Corsa will stay in the top. Each of the motorsports have been promoted to the European Racing Series, from the European Racing Series, where Lucatelli Racing will drop down to take their place. So Eastwood, won the Constructors' Championship, so they got their choice to go up. So he offered another contract for Katie. The cruise has been snapped up by Garuda. Interesting. Wages aren't very important. Well, I'll give you 26.6 then. If not, then forget it. We ain't rich. Right, so we'll skip on through. And we'll end the episode here before we start the new pre-season. Quick save. Car design unlocked, so we've got to design our next car. Also got some sponsors. $1 million up front for 2 races. So 2 races, that's pretty good. 1.5 for 11 races. What is that? No, 10 races. I was looking at there. Okay, so we don't want either of those as yet. The car, we can't do anything, so we've got to design for the next season. So, yeah, unfortunately, the season didn't go according to plan. Finished 10th Constructors' Championship and 19th and 20th for our drivers. And yeah, so fingers crossed this season's going to be a lot better. We'll end the episode here. That was the episode number 10 from the Black Sea Grand Prix in Russia. Yeah, Motorsport Manager Monday Night Series Road to Glory. We'll come back with, we won't call it episode 11, we'll call it off-season. We'll do off-season, and then we'll head on to season 2 as episode number 11. We'll just split them up, split the episodes up a little bit. Yeah, so as per usual, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And thanks for watching. This has been Brito's Gaming. We'll see you shortly for our next off-season video.